a low vibrational thought, like, dang, what if it's this? Dang, what if it's that? That's the devil lying to you, to your subconscious, because it didn't happen yet. So you manifest what you want to manifest is good. So you stay in high thought and you stay in high truth. That's for me, that's God. Fire, right?
Yeah, well, the reason that I could actually vouch for that is because the higher thought that kicked in was schedule a different time slot, nigga. That time slot.
I love the Most High.
That time slot was taken away. Just come with a different time slot and keep it moving. But the fact that it did throw me for a loop, I didn't have that thought initially. I'm like, I was kind of stuck on that thought. Like, why would something that would be kind of like, I don't want to say disguised as a blessing, but why would an opportunity be wrapped into taking me away from something that I'm so intimately connected to and that's so important to me? But it wasn't like I wasn't doing other things to be supportive of the mission, but it's just the idea, because I was kind of adverse to panels anyway. Like this is really not my comfort zone. So to be doing panels is stepping outside of my comfort zone to begin with. But it was something that I was kind of aspiring to do more on a podcast level. Podcast to me is different from panel. Podcast, you got to schedule guests. Y'all got a set of subjects that you're gonna cover, and it's more like I guess you can say it's just a different tone, different environment. The panel is more of like combat. You know what I mean? Especially when you come in with this message, you gotta be ready to really just deal with a lot of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of Willie Lynch people that's at the end of the day, they don't know they scared. But when you come from, I guess, like in my generation, we got a lot of little sound bites that kind of help conduct our that measure our code of conduct. So like my grandmother used to say, never argue with a fool, because somebody that happened to catch you arguing with the fool don't know which one is the fool. I don't know if any of my brothers ever heard this before, but that was, one of those little quips that, come from an older generation so I kind of held on to that. Like, I don't even put myself in situations to argue with people about something, especially if I know the truth. Like, what I look like arguing with you about something I know to be true, but then conducting panels where you putting up prophecies about uncolonizing Ethiopia, Yaju Judah is Christ on earth. These particular subject matters are going to make you carry that cross or come across as like debating with people who don't share that knowledge. So somebody, and I've had people that actually come by panels and was like, man, y'all was just going at it. I couldn't really get into it because it was just a lot of discourse. And I'm like, my grandmother's words would resonate in my ear. Like, damn, she always said, don't argue with a fool, because to somebody observing, they don't know which one is the fool. But then you have situations like today where you had a young brother come up, and I think his name was something, I Am Jesus or something like that. But he was a diamond in the rough, because even though that was his name and he gave his testimony and why he thought that, he still was very respectful and honorable, and was able to receive some correction in the way that he was viewing this thing. And it really kind of pointed out that our people really are sick. We've been put into this trick bag that's called citizenship in this country, where if you are genuine and a loyal person, you feel patriotic because this your country. But then when it really boiled down to it, we know this country ain't never loved us. And so there's, like you said, this Stockholm syndrome thing where it's like, man, I'm loyal to the land I'm on and the country and the flag, but at the same time, it wasn't designed for us to be the best version of ourselves ever. Like, and I imagine as a military person, you probably can relate to that more so than somebody that's not. You know what I mean? Especially if you've been to war.
Yep. I acknowledge like this. You see how a father lion would raise his son up to be a very good lion, you know, even probably a better lion than him, but definitely a lion, right?
Right.
So let's think about our situation. A sovereign government should definitely be raising its citizens up to be sovereign people, but that's not our situation. That's where the fallacy is. They should make us be as greater than them, or at least as great, but we grow up and we getting put into this cycle where we're labeled like cattle and we are property. This is the fallacy. We see the truth now. It's on.
Right. You know, and that's exactly what I was saying earlier too with this dude when he broke down the science of how he was going to help these people to create slaves, create better slaves. His list, it said the cardinal principles for making a Negro. This is in the Willie Lynch, by the way, for anybody that wasn't here earlier. The cardinal principles for making a Negro is 6 points. And they compare us to breaking a horse. If you are to sustain the basic economy, we must break both of the beasts together, the nigger and the horse. We understand that short-range planning in economics results in periodic economic chaos, so that to avoid turmoil in the economy, it requires us to have the breadth and depth in long-range comprehensive planning, articulating both skill and sharp perception. We lay down the following principles for long-range comprehensive economic planning. Number 1, both horse and niggers are no good to the economy in the wild or natural state. So off the bat, that's letting us know they've achieved. We know that this has worked because this was written back in when it was written 1640, whatever. So it's been successful. So we are not in our natural state, which is what you was just talking about, the way a sovereign government would work naturally. We are no longer in our natural state. So a lot of times when we arguing with our brothers and sisters over scriptures, it's like damn near arguing with a beast. You know, I'm not going to sit and argue with my dog over Bible verses. Fido, this says Simon Peter, woo, 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 and the dog, woo, 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 woo. You're not going to do it. It's ridiculous. So we're not even in our natural state to even comprehend common sense. Number 2, both must be broken and tied together for orderly production. We are broken. This is what this system effectively did to us. It broke us. It took us out of our natural state. Number 3, for orderly futures, special and particular attention must be paid to the female and to the youngest offspring. You don't have to look very far to see that in the Black community, it's been a gender war for a long period of time. The sisters are very disgruntled with the production of the brothers. They don't look to us for security. They don't count on us for leadership. They really, you know, and it's not, they're not wrong, but at the same time, we went through the same process of being broken that they went to. But the thing is that they broke us together and then separately at the same time. So number 4, both must be crossbred to produce a variety and division of labor. This is where a lot of people don't understand that American slavery was way different than any other kind of slavery, because this was the first slave system where they actually bred the slave so that you was born and your children would be slaves. Not just you, but your children will be born into the same servitude that you was just in. Not only that, but they would breed you. So they would have bucks that they would go breed with certain types of slave women, or certain, you know, guys that had the strength or the brawn or the whatever it was they was trying to create. Just like when you breed dogs. If you see a pit that's got the broad shoulders, his stance is right, his jaws is good, you're gonna breed that with the best, you know, so that you can get the best litter. This is how we was being bred.
Big bro, Some of them were called mandingos.
Right. Mandingos.
You were.
So this is what they was doing. That was number 3. For orderly future, special and particular attention must be paid to the female and to the youngest offspring. Both must be crossbred to produce a variety and division of labels, was number 4. Number 5, both must be taught to respond to a peculiar new language. In a lot of ways, that peculiar new language was religion. This is what I'm coming to understand by walking with Yaju. That peculiar new language taught us to take this abuse so that we can prepare ourselves for a heaven after death. Don't go against your master. They'll pull out the Bible verses to tell you that the slave don't go against the master and that you take this suffering and enjoy. And that's got us stuck too. And then number 6, psychological and physical instruction of containment must be created for both. Break them from one form of mental life to another. Keep the body and take the mind. This is what they we break that natural string of independence from them and thereby create a dependency state so that we may be able to get from them useful production for our business and pleasure. And then they put pictures like that in there. You know, I don't know if y'all can see that. That's a
stories, brother, where he used to take the strongest and biggest men of the community of our brothers and sisters that were in slavery and tie one end of them and their legs to a mule and tear them apart in front of the villagers to show their ability and might and disciplinary actions to confound this within them too. So they beat it into us, they psychologically put it into us, they manipulated it into us, and then they inbred it into our DNA and RNA. So our offsprings will be born into the same bondage and Egypt bondage concept and sin of these devils.
Right.
I'm getting a more spiritual read actually because I'm so spiritual. I'm looking at it spiritually like I would the Bible. And that keep the body, take the mind. I just feel like they making us keep the flesh, and they took our minds, they took our heaven. And it's just so crazy how I'm seeing a duality to everything the Father created. And I just want to tell y'all I'm going through a lot reading this.
Well, you know, the concept of it all was to put us spiritually, mentally, and physically in bondage. All these are representation of both bonding the spirit and then bonding the flesh. And this is what was actually being displayed by AI right now. So to understand and see what that actually looks like, you can see the manipulation and how they classically conditionalize us into their habitual ways to be under their slavery.
And even going to the point that King has made several times on this panel, if you could look past all of the scarification on this brother, he damn near looked like, damn, this thing is not wanting to show it. Look at his facial features. He could be one of these royal men that's in this background.
Definitely see it.
Got the 4 corners on his beard. You know, got the
Wow. That's profound that you point, because that's how they humiliate us right in our face. They'll mock us and humiliate us at the same time while they clean us.
Correct. Because like you were saying with the mules and the ones that they would do this to, they didn't go get the Rudy Poo. No, they would go get the leader, the one that's making people think about what's happening to them. Like, hey man, we ain't gotta be, we can get up out of this. That's the one they go grab and humiliate and tar and feather and set on fire and split apart in front of everybody. So what they start doing to us in this country is they'll give us fake leaders. They'll give us the Diddy's and the Jay-Z's and the Bill Cosby's and the, you know, all of these celebrities. They will create leaders for us to raise them up, to break them down in front of us. So it's like, okay, so that method works. If we give them fake leaders that we control and show them with a lot of money, show them with a lot of access, and then tear them down right in front of the masses, we can keep this ball rolling. That's what they've been doing to us. That's what they continue to do to us. And I agree, Arch, that this is very spiritual, even though it's coming from Willie Lynch. When the Bible says that, and what was the verse that I was reading with my son earlier, where it talked about us? I think it was Jeremiah, where it says that we would be punished for the sins of our forefathers. This is what they was allowed to do. So again, we can't just give the power to the white man and say, well, the white man is so powerful in his gun. No, the Most High allowed these things to take place, and he allowed people like Willie Lynch to come up with a methodology, a strategy. No, we ain't gotta, because he even goes into like, man, you got too many slaves. You can't stay awake and watch them all the times of the night and be on edge. You got to figure out a way to make them basically manage themselves. Turn the old against the, here, let me just go ahead and read some of this stuff, man. This shit it is spiritual. Let me get to the good stuff. And let me show you what's even funny. This dude says, as our boat sailed south on the James River, named for our illustrious king. Who you talking about?
Wow.
King James, right?
That dude, that's crazy.
As our boat sailed south on the James River, named for our illustrious king, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for standing human bodies along its old highways in great numbers, you here are using the tree and rope on occasion. I caught a whiff of a dead slave hanging from a tree a couple of miles back. You are not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprisings, slaves are running away, your crops are sometimes left in the field too long for maximum profit, you suffer occasional fires, your animals are killed. Gentlemen, you know what your problems are. I do not need to elaborate. I'm not here to enumerate your problems. I'm here to introduce you to a method of solving them. In my bag here, I have a foolproof method of controlling your black slaves. I guarantee every one of you that if installed correctly, it will control the slaves for at least 300 years. My method is simple. Any member of your family, your overseers can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. The methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies and will work throughout the South. Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On top of my list is age, but it is there only because it starts with the A. The second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, status on plantation, attitude of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on a hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair or coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I shall give you an outline of action, but before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust. Envy is stronger than adoration, respect, and admiration. So basically, once again, it's saying that we're going to use everything different about these people that's really the same people. Because these differences that he's naming, I can see that throughout my own immediate family. We got different shades, we got different heights, we got different abilities. So he's saying this is how you break up a family. You take their little differences and you make them bigger. The black slave, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male, and the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must also have your white servants and overseers distrust all blacks. But it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust us only.
Pathetic.
The whole thing I heard in there too was when he said you would teach you would teach the other regions, the
Your
other
wives
people.
and your kids.
Yeah, in the region when he said the region, they're talking about other under sovereignty, they would teach these methods to other nations. You see, so the United Nations will have the power and authority of the same concept of the beast. So that's how they correlate into making the United Nations today.
And that's why our people are treated like this on every continent, because they all following this Willie Lynch methodology.
Deeper division of
Modern day
the light
slavery,
skin and the
capitalism
dark
of America.
skin,
Go ahead, Ark. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
and the deeper division of the light skin with the dark skin. Sick.
It's very sick. It's very sick. And it says, gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them. Have your wives and your children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful. All right, let's make a slave. The origin and development of a social being.
Say that shit again. That last part.
That last part,
Yeah.
it says, gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them. Have your wives and your children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful.
Hey, can everyone share the live real quick? This is fire. I mean, usually we don't get a chance to break down these Willie Lynch letters like this on a level where we can truly understand it. Take some time. Even if your children are around, they might want to be around to hear this. This is part of their what happened. This is what's going on right now, and for educational purposes, right? Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. And like the brother said, in the book, he's saying that this once we implement this for 1 year. Now, I want y'all to understand too, this is how quickly we could turn this around. Don't just look at what Willie Lynch is saying about how they implemented it in 1 year, but this is how quickly us coming together and shaking these chains off of our minds, getting rid of these invisible barriers that's keeping us apart. This is how quickly it can turn around. In 1 year, if you implement it, I'm gonna read it again. Gentlemen, these kits are your keys to control. Use them. Have your wives and your children use them. Never miss an opportunity. If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful.
Our fruits. We are a perpetually distrustful race of people and culture of people, and it's only grown and infected other races that are among us. It's just foul.
Correct.
In that whole year time frame, what they do, they collect their taxes too, based off of how they have colonized and put us under social control. That 1 year, we pay all our taxes. That 1 year has 12 calendar days that they have given us. All these things connect in such a divine way when you truly, truly allow yourself to understand this truth.
Correct. Okay, so and this is a short book too, by the way. So we're gonna just go through it since that's what we on. They cut off the live and what we had. It's 28 pages. I'll just go through it. So on page 10, let's make a slave, the origin and development of a social being called the Negro. Now, what I want y'all to understand too is this book, it goes from calling us the first Africans in America arrived through Jamestown. Now, first we was Africans. The first Africans in America arrived through Jamestown as indentured labor and servants. King already pointed out to us that Menelik was sending us over here to build trains and to build railroads. Back in the day, we was coming as indentured labor. We just found out that Selassie stopped slavery in Ethiopia in 1942. So we were servants. So they were sending us over here as indentured labor and servants, but it calls us Africans. It went from calling us Africans to indentured labor and servants to Negro to slave. It interchangeably used them words within the first 8 pages. And then it's any wonder that we don't know who we are. We don't accept when we see these royal people and we think that they Indians or we think that they something that's not connected from us, because within a very quick stroke of the pen, they done took us from being Africans to indentured labor, to servants, to Negroes, to slaves, to comparing us to chattel slavery. So what does it say right here? The first Africans in America arrived through Jamestown, Virginia in 1619 as indentured labor servants. From about 1619 to 1640, the laws throughout Europe and the Americas removed all human individuality from abducted Africans. Now we abducted Africans. Now we came over here as indentured labor and servants, but now we abducted Africans and named them property. The U.S. Supreme Court and the Chief Justices like Roger B. Taney ensured that the law did not protect slaves, but imbued their white oppressors who physically, mentally, and psychologically abused them with full supremacy. So this is what Zatu was addressing, this queen right here. That's what she was addressing when they found out how they was treating the African people, the Ethiopians. That goes against y'all. Man, look. Who was that? Because see, what I want y'all people in the comments or the ones that's here watching to get information, be aware of the agents that's in the comments that's trying to take you away from what's being spoken. Don't be distracted by the distractors, because they the agents. They the ones that's been put here to pull away from what we're talking about. The U.S. Supreme Court and the Chief Justice ensured that the law did not protect us. That's the conversation. And it doesn't go against what Yaju is teaching us. If you looked at the background, I'm showing you how to tie it together as I'm saying it. So don't be distracted by that, please. And if anybody that's on the panel is not a moderator or can't, moderate, just let me know so I can update your status on them. In 1640, Maryland became the first colony to institutionalize slavery in America. And in 1641, Massachusetts, in its written legislation titled Body of Liberties, stated that bondage was legal servitude. At that moment, changing the status of the African hostages to automatic chattel slaves that could be bought and sold at the discretion of their white owners. This talking about people, y'all. This talking about people. The only difference between these people and us is that we in this time period right now. And as you stated, yes, Yaju has pointed out to us that they changed times and dates to throw us off, just like they changed what they called us to throw us off. Nothing about what they've done. Even when you watch the movie Shaka Zulu, the guy that was sent over to communicate with Shaka Zulu said, we can't go after them with fear. We can't go after them with war tactics. We have to use the skillfulness of our double talk. So they know that their strategy all along has been to do these different things to make us not believe in ourselves. And that's what the king is doing. That's what Yaju Judah is doing. That's what our movement is doing, is just putting the power back into the people, not to all try to rush to try to be the king, but to acknowledge the king and therefore have your candle lit and see where you fit, where your skills fit, and to bring in this 1 year of reckoning into our redemption. That's what it's really about. So I'm gonna continue on. This one is, our boat sailed south on the James River. I told you caught the whiff of the slave hanging from the tree a couple of miles back. Outline the differences. All right, so page 10, let us make a slave. The origin and development of a social being called the Negro. Let us make a slave. What do we need? First of all, we need a black nigga man, a pregnant nigga woman, and her baby nigga boy. Second, we will use the same basic principle that we use in breaking a horse, combined with some more sustaining factors. We reduce them from their natural state in nature, whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take care of their needs and the needs of their offspring. So they acknowledge that we humans. Okay, this is something that can't be overlooked either. They tried to act like we weren't humans, so that justified the treatment. But nowhere in the book, when they talking about breaking a horse and a Negro, do you hear about them hanging a horse from a tree? Nobody was lynching horses. They try to
Further observation.
They try to degrade us by calling us monkeys. Nobody is hanging monkeys from a tree. They try to say that we are animals, but no, they love their animals. They kiss their dogs in the mouth. Not all. We ain't gonna say all, but we're gonna talk. We'll put this on the colonizers. So, what's up, Brother Parker? Come on up. So let us make a slave. What do we need? First of all, we need a black nigga man, a pregnant nigga woman, and her baby nigga boy. Second, we will use the same basic principles. Peace and blessings, brother. We will use the same basic principles that we use in breaking a horse, combined with some of the more sustaining factors. We reduce them from their natural state in nature, whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take care of their needs and the needs of their offspring. We break that natural string of independence from them, and thereby
So guys, discount will literally be back on in 3, 2, and 1. The flash sale discount is back on, guys. So if you were unable to place in your order in the last round of the flash sale, you can definitely place in your order right now. So guys, let us show you how you can place in your order and claim your coupon.
Yeah, very easy. You can see link here. Click it. We provide free shipping. It's also 1 year warranty. It means when you receive a vibration and you don't like it, just send a spec of retention on back. Choose color you like. 4.7 stock. You can buy 7,000 American uses. And we have sold 100,000 pieces. You don't need to worry about things. Make sure you click a coupon. You can see this link here, like click it. Click the claim button, you will get a 50% off coupon. Yeah, this coupon is limited. You should hurry up. Just click the buy now. And the shipping charge, that's a payment method, the final price. You can see it real below. So our customers got it for $100. Some got it for $90. But not only $51. So what are you waiting for? Hurry up. Maybe next flash year we will change the product or raise the market.
Yeah, guys, literally the last remaining 13 minutes of the flash sale discount. The last remaining 13 minutes. And I can see that quite a number of you are definitely checking out the vibration plate, guys. But guys, as well, don't forget to claim in your 18% off coupon. Do not forget to claim it in, guys, so that you can get this vibration plate, guys, for $51. Only happening on the live right now. In the last remaining 13 minutes of the flash sale, guys. Only 13 minutes remaining. Don't forget to claim. Make sure that you do claim in your coupon before you place in your order so that you can get it for $51. But if you place in your order without claiming in your coupon, guys, you're going to pay $60. So make sure that you do claim in your coupon. So guys, the vibration plate, right? It is literally fully insulated, so you don't have to worry about you slipping off from the vibration plate, guys. It is literally fully insulated and literally has anti-slippery pads underneath the vibration plate itself, so it actually helps to keep this vibration plate firm, right? The vibration plate literally has an LED display. So on the LED display, you can literally switch on the vibration plate. You can switch it off. You can increase the speed. You can reduce the speed. And you can literally see the time as well on the vibration plate. You don't have to constantly be carrying your phone or your clock or your watch to literally check the time you've been on the vibration plate itself. It literally sets up all the time there. So it is quite sensitive that if you don't feel like bending over to like literally change the programming of the vibration plate, you can literally just use your feet to literally do all of that. Or you can use your remote control system, guys. The vibration plate literally comes with a remote control system that you can literally use right on the vibration plate itself. So even if you lose your remote control system, you can always use your LED display, right? So guys, we are down to the last remaining 11 minutes and 2 more users are checking out the vibration plate. So guys, do not forget to claim in your coupon. We are having a limited 18% off coupon. So make sure that you do claim it in and get the vibration plate for only $51. $51, you can literally claim in your vibration plate with free shipping, 3 months of free returns, and definitely a year warranty. Another user is definitely checking out the vibration plate. Another order. Thank you so much, my darling, for the new order. 2 more users are checking out the vibration plate, and we are in the last remaining 11 minutes of the flash sale discount. So guys, before you place in your order, make sure that you do claim in your 18% of discount so that you can get the vibration plate for $51. But if you place in your order without claiming in your coupon, you are going to literally pay $60. So make sure that you do claim in your coupon before you place in your order. So guys, the vibration plate literally has 3 modes, 5 programs, and different levels of speed as well. So right now I'm standing on the most intense mode of the vibration plate. This is the running mode. So you can literally increase the speed of the vibration plate or reduce the speed according to what you want, guys. And I literally recommend you to use this vibration plate and on the running mode if you want to tone up your body or to get lighter as well. Another order. Thank you so much, my darling, for that purchase. A big shout out to you. 2 more users are checking out the vibration plate, guys. Do not forget to claim in your 18% off coupon and get the vibration plate for $51 with free shipping and 3 months of free returns. And few more users are definitely checking out the vibration plate. We are 9 minutes away, guys. 9 minutes away, and you can literally get the vibration plate for $51. Another order as well. Thank you so much, my dear, for the purchase. 2 more users are definitely checking out the vibration plate. So guys, we have less than 9 minutes, so you can literally stand on the running mode, guys, and let this vibrations literally target in all your muscles at the same time. You can literally still do your squats as well on the vibration plate on the running mode to increase the intensity of those squats as well. So you can literally do your squats on the vibration plate. As you can see, guys, when I'm literally doing the squats, not only is it focusing on my tummy, but it's literally focusing on my hips as well. So if you do have hip dips and you want to reduce hip dips, you can literally use this vibration plate on the running mode, guys. As you can see, it literally does tone up your calves as well as your thighs at the same time. So guys, we are down to the last remaining 8 minutes. So you're just standing on the vibration plate, guys, for 10 to 15 minutes. So like when it's your first time to actually use the vibration plate, I recommend you. Okay, close 72. I love your vibration. Okay, thank you so much, my dear. I do appreciate you. So guys, another viewer is checking out the vibration plate. Only 8 minutes. 8 minutes to go, guys. You can literally 3 more people actually checking out the vibration plate. Oh my goodness, guys, we are in the last remaining 8 minutes of the festival. Don't forget to actually claim in your 18% off coupon, guys, to literally get the vibration plate, guys, for $51 with free shipping, 3 months of free returns, 1 year warranty, guys. So guys, don't forget to actually claim it in before you place in your order. So like what I was saying, guys, with the vibration plate, not only is it like a full body working out machine, but it is a massager as well. So if it is your first time to use the vibration plate, you can literally stand in a vibration plate for like 10 to 15 minutes. And we have a new order as well. Congratulations to you, my dear. So guys, you are literally going to be unboxing your own vibration plate within 3 working days with free shipping, 3 months of free returns, as well as a year warranty. Can I get in time for Christmas? Oh my goodness, Christmas was actually passed. Oh my goodness, Clitoris, Christmas literally passed. Christmas was yesterday. Do you mean New Year? Clitoris, do you mean that you want to get the vibration plate on New Year, or because Christmas literally passed, my dear? So user 3026, thank you for living in that follow from me as well. So guys, we are having 7 minutes to go, and we are having a few more of you checking out the vibration plate. So guys, do not forget to claim in your 18% off coupon and literally get your vibration plate as well. So if you do have questions as well regarding the vibration plate, do not hesitate to let me know in the comment section. Another viewer is checking out the vibration plate, but we only have 6 minutes. We only have 6 minutes. So guys, do make sure 2 more users are checking out the vibration plate. So guys, do claim in your coupons, place in your orders, and grab in your vibration plates, right? So guys, you're standing on the vibration plate itself. It is like literally doing cardio. So it literally helps to increase your circulatory system. So let's say someone is always feeling fatigued, guys, always feeling fatigued. You are always, we have a new order. Thank you so much, my darling, for the purchase. A big shout out to you, my dear. And you are literally going to be unboxing your vibration plate, guys, within 3 working days with free shipping, 3 months of free returns, and definitely a year warranty as well. So guys, don't forget to claim in your 18% off coupon and get the vibration plate for $51. We are in the last remaining 5 minutes of the flash sale. Another user is definitely checking out the vibration plate. The last remaining 5 minutes, guys. Don't let the 5 minutes actually pass by without you claiming in your coupon. It is literally limited. So guys, like what I was saying, with the vibration plate itself, right? Just you standing on the vibration plate for 15 minutes, it is literally equivalent to you doing cardio for 30 minutes. So it literally